Want to know on how to play the Indigo Disk DLC into your PC? This is a Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet game DLC, and you can now play this into your PC using yuzu emulator. So what you need is that you'll need to have all of these 4 files here into your PC, just like mine that I have highlighted here in my desktop. And also please do follow all the steps that I'll be showing. And also you'll need to install yuzu emulator. yuzu emulator is a Nintendo Switch emulator. It can play any Switch games into your PC as long as you have all of these files here installed into your yuzu emulator. And I'm going to show you guys that I have Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. They are in 6.3 GB file size, and I'm just going to tell you guys that this is already updated into the Indigo Disk DLC update. And I'm just going to show you the files of the game. So these are the base game, the DLC, and the update file. You'll need to have all of these 3 files to play it into the Indigo Disk, and this is also true for the Pokemon Violet version. So in total, you will need to have 6 NSP files of the games. But before that, I'm going to teach you where to get yuzu emulator officially, and to do that, just open a web browser and just type in yuzu emulator and hit search. Go to yuzuemu.org, that is their official website. Click on the download button, then go to the Android section. If you're ever interested in playing this game into your Android phone, you can do that, but as long as it is the latest and most powerful Android 11 mobile device in order for you to play Switch games on it. So, there are 2 versions of yuzu emulator, the free version and the early access version. This is true for Windows and Linux and Android versions. So the early access version will require you to pay one time, and that you will gain an early access update of the emulator a week or 2 than the free version. So if you can wait a week or 2, then the free version is just fine for you to install. And for those who are looking for the Linux installer, all you have to do is just click on this icon here to download the latest build for yuzu emulator for Linux. And for those who are in Windows, just click on the download for Windows 64 button here to download the latest build of yuzu emulator for PC. So, since I have already installed the latest build into my PC, so I'm just going to skip on this part because the download and installation process is really easy to do and is really straightforward, and that anyone can do this. So go ahead, download it in now, and install it now into your PC. So I'm just going to minimize this and open yuzu emulator, and I'm just going to assume that you have already installed the latest build of yuzu emulator. So the next step now is to install some certain files into your yuzu emulator so that your yuzu emulator will function as a Switch. So what are those files? Those files are the 4 files that I have here. These are the Nintendo Switch keys and the Nintendo Switch firmware. Both should be in version 17 or in version 16.0.3 in order for it to play Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, the Indigo Disk DLC. And also, it should be in the XEI or NSP file format so that yuzu emulator will be able to detect those games. Now, if you're asking me how to get these files here, the most legal way to do this is that you own a Nintendo Switch console, which is fully modded and have installed a custom firmware in it. Because if it has a custom firmware installed in it, it means that you can now fully access your Nintendo Switch system files. And once you have access on those files, just copy all of the keys and the firmware files of the Switch and transfer them into your PC. Now, in order for you to get the game, there's no other way around this, but you should purchase the game legally, own the physical copy of the game, and also the DLC update of the game. Once you have all of that, then you can now digitally back up these games into an XEI or NSP file format just like right here. So, for those who want to try out and want to play this game without owning a Switch but don't know how to do that because you don't own a Switch, I'm just going to teach you everything you need to do that. So, to get these 4 files here, I'm just going to leave a QR code here in the screen, so be sure to scan it with your QR code reader now so that you will be redirected to the page wherein you can get all of these files. So once you're on the site, be sure to have a copy of all these 4 files and transfer them into your PC. So I'm just going to skip on that part because that is really easy to do. So if you have transferred now all of the files into your PC and that you have a copy of these files here, so it's time to install them into your yuzu emulator. So open yuzu emulator again. Go to File, go to Open Yuzu folder, locate Keys folder, then open the Keys zip file in the desktop. Just drag and drop, and copy and paste that file into this folder here. Once done, close this. The next step is to install the firmware file of the Switch. Go to File, go to Open Yuzu folder, and locate NAND folder, NAND, System folder, Contents folder, and then Registered folder. Open the firmware file in the desktop, select all the files that's inside. Then paste on this folder here so that this folder will have a copy of the firmware file of the Switch now into your yuzu, and your yuzu will now function as a switch into your PC. Once done, close this. You'll know the installation is successful because it will now detect your Switch games and show you their game icons. So if you see a game that doesn't have a game icon, that means that you're using an outdated firmware or an outdated key. So be sure to follow the QR code to get the latest files. Now the next step is to update your Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet game into the latest DLC. And to do that, just go to File, go to Install Files to NAND, and locate this files here. So I'm just going to do that. Just click on the DLC update, hit open, and hit install. Hit OK. Now go back again to File, Install Files to NAND, and locate the Indigo Disk DLC update, and hit open and hit install. So this will merge all of the files into the Pokemon Scarlet base game so that it will now be able to play the Indigo Disk, and hit OK. So do that again for the Pokemon Violet version in order for it to be updated for the Indigo Disk update. Now the next step is to optimize your yuzu emulator so that there'll be no drifting, no crashes, no black screens, and no graphical glitches into your playthrough. And to do that, just go to emulation, go to configure, and in this part, just be sure to pause the video and copy every setting that you see here. Again, pause the video. Okay. Now go to the System tab. In the System section, you could change this to whatever you like. But the core section, it should remain as it is. In CPU, set to auto. Graphics, I have set mine into Vulkan because it is the best setting for playing Pokemon games. And the resolution scale is set in 2x resolution so that the game will look much sharper and much more beautiful than the native resolution of the Switch. But if your PC cannot handle that, then just revert back into 1x resolution, which is the base resolution of the Switch, or even lower, which is 0.5. But for me, 2x resolution is the best. Now I'm going to go to advanced, so just pause the video and copy every setting that you see here. I'm going to move to audio, really simple settings, set to auto, and then stereo, controls. I've connected my Pro Controller. If you have an Xbox or PlayStation controller, connect them here, map them up according to liking. But the dead zone for both left and right sticks should be set into 20% so that there'll be no drifting into your playthrough. So be sure to change that to fix all the controller issues into your gameplay. Once done, hit OK. Congratulations, your yuzu emulator is now fully optimized to run and play any Switch games into your PC, such as the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, the Indigo Disk DLC. So a little bit of a disclaimer, I won't be able to show you guys a gameplay of this game running into my PC because we'll know how strict Nintendo is and they don't support this kind of content. So if I showed you a gameplay of the Indigo Disk DLC into my yuzu emulator, then my channel will be taken down and my videos will be taken down, and that would be a major hassle on my side. So I hope you guys do understand on that. And also, I'm just gonna show you proof, guys, that this video tutorial of mine is working. So I'm going to compromise a little bit and I'm going to boot up Pokemon Scarlet, the Indigo Disk, into yuzu emulator now. And once I am in the title screen, I'm just going to stop the emulation. And also I'm just going to blur the screen from here and out so that Nintendo will not be able to hit me with any of their copyright strikes into my channel. And again, please do understand. So now, starting to boot up. So here's the title screen of the game. For Pokemon Scarlet, I'm just going to stop the emulation from here. So as long as you have followed all the steps that I've shown you in this guide, you'll be able to play this game into your PC with no issues at all. You'll be able to play the Indigo Disk DLC update and be able to play it perfectly. So if you have some questions regarding the installation process of this game into your PC, then just leave a comment in the comment section below and I will try my best to answer all of them as fast as I can. Thank you for watching, see you next time, and goodbye for now.